guys, what's going on today? Hope everybody's doing really good. Today I'd like to go over The Nightwatchman by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. One of my favorite Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers tunes without even questioning any other song. That's my personal thing, but man, I just love that track. It's so cool. The rhythm, the drumming, is really awesome. It starts out with that nice funky drum pattern they're playing, and then, of course, the riff I just played, and he's singing a song about a security guard, or being a security guard. How do you make that a rock and roll hit? Well, maybe there's something to learn there, right? Okay, so anyways, enough of that. So the intro is not really too difficult, but it's a little tricky, and it takes a little practice to get it together. Now, I've got all the reverb shut off on my amps to try to kind of get that sound, because it's really dry on the studio recording. And I watched a few videos on YouTube here on this tune to see if there was anyone teaching it, and I did see a few lessons. There weren't a ton, but and some were better than others. And obviously my videos fall into that category too a lot of times, but I'm going to at least show you how I heard it and how I play it. Now there's a few things that some of these guys missed, as far as the lope and how everything works. And it isn't even the notes, it's just the ghosting. That right there. It does that every time. Okay, so, and I totally hear that in the track, so whether it's a delay, I think it's just that, but in either case, you could probably pull it off with a little slap back or something too, but it doesn't sound like that to me. It sounds like it's double tracked, that whole guitar section, which might give it that kind of simulated delay thing. You can do that double track, and if you play behind one track a little bit in time or ahead of it, okay? So anyways, let's jump right into this, and I'm going to show you guys how I play it and how I heard it. So here's the first part. Okay, so we're going to start on the A string, and we're going to hammer it up. That's in the 7th fret to the 9th fret. G string will be in the 7th fret, okay? So you get this little, right? Okay, now the second one is going to be an open A, which is just ghosted. You're not even going to really hear this. It's kind of a percussive thing. So A string in the 7th and the G string in the 6th. So we got these two little intervals. Okay? So that's what you're looking for. And you got to get that in before. Okay? Now you can start the song out with just without ghosting. But after you get through this, you have to get that every time. That's really not the tricky part for me, but hopefully it isn't for you guys either. So, okay, we got the first two little grips together. Okay, and then we're going to hit open E. Calm down now. Boy, the old Telly's got a mind of her own today. Open E, then open A, then back to the E string in the 3rd fret. Pull it off to open E again, and then I hit the D string in the 2nd, which is an E note. It's just an octave above this one, okay? So, that's the thing, just like that. So open E, open A, 3rd fret E string, pull it off, D string, 2nd fret. So all together, I'll try to do this really slow so you guys can put it together. Okay? once again. Even a little bit slower, here we go. Okay, so now the second time, here's the next little thing we're going to learn. Whoop. Come on, Telly. Wow, my string got sucked down around the pickup somehow. That's weird. And out of tune. Okay, so let me do that again so it makes sense. So. So what I'm doing, I'm hitting this E string twice. So open too. Hammering the G string on the first fret. Then I'm just hitting that open E string, the treble E. Okay? So once again. Like that, okay? Okay, so you got to do that every time, those switch. So I'll kind of play it up to speed and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, that's the hardest part of the song. So if you guys got that together, good for you. We're almost there. Now the rest of it, it's just going to morph back between B, and I play this little inversion. So let me just kind of play a couple bars of this. It just goes back and forth between these two chords. Okay? Now all that is a B block chord, power chord here, okay? And then I'm sliding up here, D string in the 6th fret, the G is in the 4th, and the B string is in the 5th. So you get that little triad, which is, that's all we're doing. Now you're gonna hear some slide guitar happening in this little section too. Which, you know, you just keep going back and forth between those and you'll find your little happy place in there. It's kind of a neat lope, too, how it is. It's not like a direct change. It's just kind of subtle and really cool. A lot of cool things about this song that I've learned, really. Okay, so it'll go back and forth between those two chords. And then it will eventually go back to the riff, you know. And that's the part where he's singing, "I'm the Night Watchman," okay? So then the next verse goes right to that B section again. Now it goes to A. Okay? It goes down. This is really the rest of the tune, literally. So it goes to A, and you'll hear this when you play with the record. I mean, you can hear it coming a mile away once you know it. So A, 2 hits, and then it goes back down to A again. Then it goes to G. Back to A. Okay, so we come off this B thing, right? And then we're going to drop down to A. Like I said, listen to the record and you can find where these parts go. So it goes to A, 2 hits. I'm just playing an A chord up here, first position, same thing. Okay? It's kind of something like that. So A, and I'm hammering on the B string in the 3rd fret. So it does the A thing twice, okay? Then it goes to G. It only does it once in G. And then it goes to A again. And then E. Now you're going to hear the drum beat, right? Then you come back into that. So really, it's not that tough. I mean, I didn't count out how many bars it does the B things. So just remember this. The B thing, you do it, you know, you're going to go through the first part of the song doing the riff, right? And then when it does go to the B section, it's kind of like that's where the verse is, and the chorus will be back, you know, sang over this riff that we learned, right? So then it will go back after the chorus to the B section again, right? And that's where this thing happens. Eventually it goes back and forth a bunch of times, then it will go to A. Goes to G, 2 hits again, A, and then E. Okay, if you can decipher that, which it will make sense in the track. Just remember the moves. A, right, 2 hits. Again, G. I'm just sliding up here and playing a block chord up here on the my ring fingers in the 12th and my pointer fingers hitting the A string in the 10th, sorry. Okay, and then just back to the G chord. So. Yes, I am aware that my guitar is not staying in tune well today. It's really humid today and just kind of funky air quality, so the old telly's doing her own thing today. I have to scold it once in a while and tell it to be good, but anyway, that's pretty much the whole tune in a nutshell, and I hope you guys get those parts together and play along with the record. It's really fun to play with the record. I mean, it's just there's a lot of movement going on, you know, with this. And it's just cool. Once you get that down where you can do it, you know, with the record, it's just a really cool feeling because you can get right in the pocket with them really easy and stay there. It almost feels like you can't get out of that pocket once you know, get all this phonetically correct and whatnot. So again, some more of my personal favorite songs here. Like I said, I do love a lot of Tom Petty tunes. I really do. I've played a lot of them in bands, and you know, I never refuse to play any Tom Petty songs. they were always good songs, so it was fun to play. And the singer and the band always did a great job with him. And he's a big Tom Petty fan himself, so it wasn't an issue. But we never played the Nightwatchman, and I don't know why. I don't know. It's beyond me, but the next lineup I'm in as a band, that's going on the list. It just is, because I like it. And it is really recognizable too, A lot of people do know that song and hopefully enjoy it too. It's hard not to, because like I said, the beat is so, it's kind of like that. I mean, already I feel like grooving. It's just that cool sensation of a drum beat that does that. Man, if you got the right drum beat, you can just build off that so easy, and as long as you don't overplay and leave that drummer some space so you can always feel that groove happening. That's important. Not to try to overdo it. I'm guilty of that. When I was young, man, it was really easy to overplay stuff, and a lot of times I'd be the only guitarist in the band, when I was first starting out. So I was covering a lot of ground and, playing some pretty hard songs, to play. A lot of them would double tracked or triple tracked in a studio. And, you had to either pick one part or the other or try to kind of fit both parts in there. It was tough, but I'll tell you, and I had nobody teaching me this stuff. This was all learned by ear, and it really, really impacted my ear training immensely. I mean, if I could hear it, I could play it pretty much, unless it was just out of my league with my chops or whatever. But I had good chops back then, too. A lot better than I have today, that's for sure. But you know what it is, when you're young, you play a lot more, and I didn't really think about chops. I didn't even know what those were until I was probably 20, That's just how it is. I was like, that didn't sound right. I didn't play it clean. That's what chops meant to me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. These are some videos that I had shot, previously. I'm saying previously, this is present tense right here, but I knew I was going to be kind of off grid here for a week or so I've been kind of planning and shooting a few repair videos and stuff like this too. So hopefully you guys get some enjoyment out of this, and it keeps you stimulated until I get back online here. And if you guys have any tunes that are your favorites, that you'd like me to break down for you or anything like that, I mean, don't call giant steps, obviously, but, I'd be more than happy to give it a go if it's something I could do. At least help you guys along. If there's something you're struggling on, or a certain section of a song that's tough for you, maybe I can help, in some way. Okay, folks, well, thanks again. I really appreciate all the support. And we'll see you real soon. Okay, be good. Okie doke.